anticipate some things. First of all, I'm happy to be here and to speak about body language. That, for sure, it's the main argument today, for sure. And I want to tell you something about my speech. It's about body language, okay, but there are two versions, the longer and the shorter version, because I don't remember everything. I mean, which part, I mean, associate behavior to the meaning of this behavior. I don't remember, so I have to read. If you don't mind, okay. First, I want to have a nice break with a smaller video. If you know, this is a real good comedian, Sulprizio, and talk about Italian.
You know, it's wicked when I went to Italy. This freaked me out. Brown people, you gotta go to Italy. That's a month. I went to Italy. The Italians thought I was Italian. And I didn't have the heart to tell them I wasn't Italian, right? Because it seemed kind of cool to be Italian for a little while. Until they started speaking Italian to me. Then it just looked like I was retarded, you know? Because they're walking up to me in the street. Signore, sono dove dice, ma scodonte, ma scatino, ma scatino, sì. Then when I told the guy I was Indian, he would freak out. Indiano? No, Indiano. No, Indiano. Mario, che cazzo va Indiano? No, no, Indiano. Like I told him I was a freaking ghost or something. No. Because they can't picture Indian people that are just normal over there, you know? In their heads, Indian people are... And we show up and shatter their miserable dreams for them. If you guys get a chance to go to Italy, it's cool, man. You don't even need to learn how to speak Italian. That's the good part. All you need to do is learn how to read their hand signals. Because every word in Italian has a hand signal that goes with it. Everything. It's like they all used to be deaf at some point, you know? Everything, hey, 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 hey. You know that? I swear to God, this in Italian, you know what this means? This is what the fuck in Italian. Right here, this little hand motion is what the fuck. They'll look at you and they'll go, hey! This is what the fuck in Italian. You know what this means in Indian? You want to eat? Imagine an Italian guy walking into an Indian restaurant. Hey, what the fuck? Buffet is over there. And you watch your language. Somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
Thank you.
Italy was cool, man.
Okay. So, my speech is about body language. I try to explain. The nonverbal communication is one of the most reliable things in our life, and thanks to this, we can simply communicate some things like feelings, attitudes, and emotions. The non-communication and non-verbal behavior leave our mood more than we want to really consider, and this is an incontrovertible fact. So, if we want to really explain something, to say a really certain message credibly, we have to consider that there is a coincidence between what we say with words and what we say with our body, through our body, without saying nothing, only with the body language. There are three, more or less, steps that are empathy, sensibility, and perceptiveness. Empathy was recognized finally as an important factor that is influence our life and should be really useful for us and to understand others. So it's important to create an understandable and really useful relationship with others. And this is a kind of emotional intelligence that is also compared with a kind of social radar. So it's more or less the ability to perceive the feelings of the others without have words, have a speech with others people. Only just realize what they have to do, what have to say throughout their emotion, their feelings that are explained with the body language. So the sensibility is more or less about the second step, because after we receive the signals about others and their emotion, their feelings, we have to interpret these feelings. And the most important thing is not to focus only about other feelings. So our attention is not be able to really work only to focus on the others, but also with our feelings and what we have to say in a proper way to establish a good relation. Because more or less, if I talk with you in this way, this is a closure behavior. So I want to close myself against you. If I want to really have a good speech with you, I have to more or less assume this posture, this gesture, that it's a really open one. But I have to do this because no. So there is the third step that is about perceptiveness, because if we have a really non-communication and non-verbal speech, thanks to our body language, it's about to understand what we have to say, and to say in a good way, to realize what others are saying without words, only just with feelings and emotions, and to more or less have kind of mentalist analysis of the people, because thanks to this, it's possible for us to imagine what they pass in mind of our interlocutor. But there are 3 C that have to be really keep in mind, because are really important. Are context, consistency, and complex. Context, maybe it's obvious, but it's useful, because if, for example, a man come back home after a morning run, he has for sure the head down with eyes down like this, and the breath is of course like this, so it's breathless. These are signals that for sure indicate that he's maybe depressed, insecure, or something else. No, it's just a man after a morning run. So it's important to consider the context. So the consistency is really important, because what we have to say with words is more effective when we talk also with our body in the same direction. I mean, if I want to be open-minded and expansive people, I have to really have the good behavior in this, helping me with my body and my body language. Just for have some example, there is a signal and the meaning of this. That is, for example, look right. Look in general right. It means that it's a create, think and gaslight. Or look left, it's simple remember or retrieve real fact. So look is possible to be a lie. Look in this direction is possible to be only facts, so the truth. But of course, we don't have to judge a person only to this factor. We have to interpret more factors than only this. So the time is running out, so I have to conclude my speech. And the conclusion is, the body language is universal. Everybody has a body language. And this is more or less the more pure expression of the mankind. So why we don't put attention to this problem, to these skills, and we don't spend time to implement, to improve our body language communication? Because for me, most of us underestimate the value of this body language till they need to understand it because of their personal motivation about, for example, they want to establish a good relation with a woman. If I am a male, if you want to have a better job in the future, you want to establish a good relation with your boss or something like that, only because of personal interest. But we really need to improve our personal and body language skill.